lovers, stop what you're doing right now and give thanks to all the great ways there are to dine on swine.
We use every part of the pig, from the rooter to the tutor.
You can never have enough pork.
No offense to the other proteins, but pork owns that sweet spot right at the intersection of versatile and yummy.
This is so good.
Pork is my wingman.
On this episode of Food Paradise, we've got so many different and delicious ways to serve this wonder meat. You'll wonder, have I died and gone to Hog Heaven? Move over San Fran, LA, and Seattle. The new West Coast food capital is Portland. Or rather, Porkland.
Pork?
Pork.
Pork. Pork is the sort of official meat of Portland. We're big fans. We love the pork. It's a generous, beautiful animal. It's versatile, it's delicious, and abundant.
Chef Rick Gencarelli is taking pork to places it's never been before at a little cafe called Lardo. What's up with that name?
It's actually a cured fat back. But beyond that, it just kind of tells a story.
A story that gives a nod to his Italian heritage and a shout out to his favorite protein. Lardo's signature dish is a Vietnamese classic with an Italian accent, the pork meatball banh mi.
Sort of like how an Italian guy would make a meatball sandwich with Vietnamese flavors.
Step 1. Rick puts the grind on pounds of locally sourced pork shoulder.
Shoulder has the perfect balance of fat to meat ratio that we like. You can see it's just well marbled. You know, the belly's gonna be too fatty, the loin's gonna be too lean, but shoulder just turns out to be perfect every time.
Good to know. What comes next?
Salt, sugar, scallions, green onions for you West Coasters, Thai fish sauce. Fish sauce, if you have it on your own, it's pretty aggressive and very salty and very fishy.
Got it. Don't drink the fish sauce. Next up, lots of sriracha, which means this is literally going to be a spicy meatball.
A little bit of egg to help bind everything together, and panko breadcrumbs.
Rick balls that mixture out, bakes them off till they're about 3/4 done, then cuts them in half and finishes them on the griddle. There, the sugar and the fish sauce caramelize into a fine, crispy edge and keeps them nice and juicy. But let's talk about bread. Forget those skinny little stale baguettes you're used to on a banh mi. Ciabatta is ciabatta. Slather that up with some sriracha mayo, then start laying them balls down.
So you can see why we cut the meatballs the way we did. When it comes to making a sandwich, we have to think about, you know, how is it constructed? How's it going to eat? Is it going to cover all the bread? Is it going to be a mess?
They form a perfect platform for the traditional banh mi veggies: shredded carrots, pickled daikon radish, and cilantro. And she's a complete.
I think this is probably the best pork sandwich in Portland.
It doesn't feel fatty. It just feels fulfilling.
A little bit salty, a little bit funky. You can't help but like it.
That's good.
But the cross-cultural pork play doesn't end there. Turns out we do need another gyro.